Okay, chat. So for those of you who just tuned in, so this is the game from Sunday. I played a Chinese event on Sunday. It was like Gauntlet event. I will talk about it more as we get into the video. And I just felt like posting a game from it because the game was really cool, very like unique. Okay, here we go. Okay, hi there YouTube. This is me from the future. We've got kind of a special video today. It's gonna be a voiceover game. So I got invited to a little Chinese event on the Sunday. It was called a Gauntlet event. So basically, there is a Chinese group of streamers, and there are 7 of them. And they invited some pro players to see like whichever player can beat more of their group. The format is that you do a queue with the 10k MMR account or like 9k MMR account, and you have to beat a player as a player that is against you in the Gauntlet. And there are 7 of them in total, but it's 1v1 type style. So other players in the lobby, they will be like around 8k MMR-ish, but you are against like a really good player. For context, the Chinese group players, they're like mostly 20k MMR, so yeah, it's gonna be tough. But this is actually game number 5, so I managed to beat 4 players before, which is the highest that people have scored. A couple players got invited to this event, and I think the highest was 3. So yeah, I was on a roll. But little spoiler, I actually lost in the 6th game. But 5 out of 7 is still amazing result. So more to the game. As you can see, it's 11th hour anomaly. And I decided to go test for the reason that the best comp in this lobby, it's supposed to be the Rogers comp with the Evoker. So you will get bounces set up, you will repeatedly play bounces, and you will buff the Evoker. And then you will go like Charming Poet. That type of comp. So I thought it will be really easy to assemble that comp on test. But there's also another angle. As soon as I spawned into the lobby, I noticed Curator. And it's an elemental lobby. So Curator is a little bit funky with avalanche. There is a comp that you can go for that I've never actually done, but I know it exists. It's the avalanche Curator comp. So as you can see, I'm gonna buy the on turn 4 on test, which is really early, but I really want that mishmash for a chance that I get to play the comp that I just talked about, Avalanche Curator comp. So the idea of the comp is that you got multiple lantern lavas that duplicate your mishmash, and then you make mishmash big with something. It's gonna be like a golden mishmash. And if you got enough lantern lavas, you can just avalanche mishmash onto amalgam. And then if you got like an additional mishmash, you're gonna multiply your stats, and then you can keep doing that over and over again. The setup for that is kind of difficult, but I decided that I will just start setting it up early. Because even if I don't get the avalanche direction, I can still use it for tempo, so it's like still okay. You typically want to get this party earlier than later. And yeah, as you can see, my situation, I'm staying on tier 2. Like, I do not care about leveling contest too much. You might look at it and say that, oh, I'm behind, oh, I need to level. Like, panic a little bit, but no panic. Everything is under control. You really don't need to level on tests as quickly. And also, it's just gold efficient. Like, there really is not much reason to level in spots like those if you're gonna be doing some funky activities. As you can see, I got SSC Bazi, made Thorin Bazi Golden, but I got Sanders, which was kind of unlucky. But, oh well, cannot get lucky every single day. Probably just gonna reroll that next turn, I will assume. Actually, yeah, I bought a 3/6 demon that's in my hand right now. The idea was to get that 6 drop from that next turn. But, looks like I need to reroll the Sanders instead. So yeah, the plan remains. It's either gonna be a Curator comp, or it's going to be the Evoker Rogers comp I talked about earlier. So for the reference, my opponent this game is playing Rat King. So in order to advance to the Gauntlet, I need to beat Rat King. So keep an eye on that. The Rat King is the... There was a CN vs NA tournament recently where China competed against best NA players. And the player I'm against went second in that tournament. So the pressure is definitely on. But yeah, as you can see, I made the test Buddy golden here, and the reason for that is the Nabundo Buddy. Nabundo Buddy I really want an extra copy of, so I just thought, let's just spend a turn to make test Buddy golden, get an extra copy of Nabundo, and he actually kept it on board. So that means I can make a golden Nabundo Buddy and get like lots of good spells. Because Nabundo Buddy, it discovers spells from any single tier, and as you can see, I'm still chilling on tier 2. So I really got no business getting the spells that I'm about to get, but that's the Nabundo Buddy. You can see I get Rogers, that's kind of part of the plan. Rogers is great economy for both builds that I'm going for, either Curator build or the Evoker Dragon build. So yeah, a little bit of forging here. I thought about keeping the Peggy over something, but the Peggy scaling is mediocre, so I decided whatever. Let's just sell it. Here I'm gonna be targeting tier 5 from the discovery of Nabundo, because tier 5s are just good. Take a tier 5 refresh. I'm on tier 4, mind you, so that tier 5 refresh is looking pretty nice for me. Don't even have to go to tier 5. And here I just got the privateer, so I kinda know that I will be sort of infinite very soon. And I decided to sell the test Buddy in favor of Greenskeeper combo with the Nabundo Buddy. And I'm also evolving Amalgam in the meantime to try to get Moira, or maybe like Arcane Behemoth. I got the Obsidian Ravager, which is absolutely useless, but that could have been something good. So yeah, just being efficient, getting economy. And now this is decision time. So if I happen to get Evoker from somewhere, I'm probably going for that. If I happen to get an avalanche setup, I'm going for that too. So you can see the shop, it contains a Nomi, which you will typically pass. You will say that, oh, I don't want Nomi, Nomi is garbage. But hear me out, hear me out. Make a golden Nomi, and then get avalanche color, and then you can avalanche your elementals onto Amalgam to scale a mishmash. That's the idea. And that is exactly why we make golden Nomi. That one play. So yeah, this looks to be a Curator comp that I've actually never played, but I know the idea of the comp. Like, I've seen it, I know how it works, so now I'm just going for it. Got the King Varian, that's a chance at the Avalanche color, and you can see my opponent is Rat King, the guy that I actually need to beat. He got a decent setup, I wouldn't say it's that good. He actually got turbo scammed, but that's not really important. What's important is that he got no Brand, he got no Privateer, just a single Rogers. So he's set up. Actually, he got Privateer, never mind. Oh, maybe his setup wasn't that bad then, okay. Maybe he was onto something, but the build I'm going for has insanely high cap. Like, bouncing the stats from the Mishmash into another Mishmash is insanely powerful, but requires a lot of setup. So yeah, picked up a Ultraviolet. I'm not super interested in Ultraviolet. I'm just going full Nomi. Just trying to scale my shop a little bit, and then get some economy in the same time. So the idea of this build, the Rogers Privateer, they give me a lot of money. A lot of money translates into elementals being played. And elementals being played translate into scaling, which translates into a great Curator comp. So it's kind of like a chain of events that you would not normally see. Like, normally, I feel like less experienced players, they will be like, they will feel like the pirates don't do much. Like, they would want to sell them for elementals. But that's not what we do. We're comboing. So yeah, cycle some baller spells, very efficient, good Nami procs, good scaling. The star on the plan is kind of just do some activities, and then keep some money to level to tier 6 next turn and look for the avalanche color. So you can see I'm not gonna spend that much money, like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep that bounty in my hand. And I'm also gonna maybe not spend my rerolls. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend them. Okay, so the plan this turn was successful. Save a lot of money, and then go to tier 6 next turn with the money. Also, I don't play this Lantern Lava, because Lantern Lava has a special purpose for me. The purpose being that I'm gonna duplicate Mishmash. And now, if I get enough Lantern Lavas, I can achieve incredible scaling while bouncing Mishmash. But one Lantern Lava is not enough, so we hold it for now. It's gonna come into the picture a bit later. So yeah, plan this turn, just level, be super fast, become infinite. I'm pretty sure I will end up leveling this turn, because I got so much money. Yeah, Golden Privateer with all these bounties. I also got Moira with this Tavern Tempest that I'm holding. But I'm actually not gonna play Lantern Lava to bounce the Tempest, because I just don't need to do it. I'm infinite anyways, so the Lantern Lava, it has a special purpose, again, to multiply Mishmash. So I really don't want to commit it on board, let alone, like, duplicate the Tempest. It might look like a good play, but when you really think about it, duplicating Mishmash for the comp is a lot more important. So yeah, I'm just cycling here, I'm looking for Avalanche Color. The moment I find Avalanche Color is the moment I can cook something. And also, I'm fighting Curator right now, so I know that I will get more of this stuff. I will get, like, more Mishmash, I will get Amalgam too. So yeah, really looking for that Avalanche Color to get started on the build. And also, something that I'm keeping in mind is that I can always sell the Privateer this turn, or like sell a Moira, and then I can end this turn on double Lantern Lava, and start duplicating Mishmash, get 2 copies of the Mishmash. And I really want to do it now, because the earlier you start copying, the better. So I picked up that Mutinous just to eat a Mishmash, and I'm pretty sure I sold a Moira. Yeah, I sold a Moira, played double Lantern. I could have done Baladis before Moira, but that's like minor optimization. So yeah, magnetize first, get the stats, hold the Mishmash in my hand for now. And now the plan is to still find a Avalanche Color. Tried to buy the basket, but server was a bit too laggy. Curator got a Mishmash, so that's something we can definitely steal. So yeah, you're gonna see the full power of the comp in a minute. It's still just a setup. Still setting up. But in 11 hour, you can really afford to do the setups. Because you're not gonna die out of nowhere. You got Ice Block protecting you. So yeah, I'm should be infinite still, even with this setup. Like, I don't really need this Bran. Pretty sure I'm gonna end up like juggling a Bran at some point in this game, but I don't really need to do it. Like, my economy is through the roof. Now I'm just forcing a build. Even got Golden Lantern Lava. Yeah, I can do Mishmash even more. I can wait with that. I don't have to do it immediately. Also, there is another Amalgam in the shop. It actually has a purpose, and I really don't want to make it golden. Very important. I want another copy of Amalgam for the reason you will see later. It's gonna come into play a bit later. But yeah, we don't want to make it golden. It looks tempting, you get Divine Shield on it, you think it's good, but I've got a special case for which I need double Amalgam. Another Lantern Lava, that's actually a perfect setup. So now, every single time I would eat or like sell a Mishmash, I would have gotten a golden Mishmash. I would get a golden Mishmash to replace it. So now this is just near perfect. I just need the Avalanche Color, which I find over here. So now you can just sell your economy setup, you don't need it anymore, you found all you're looking for. And now it is time to cook. So yeah, I'm thinking like a little bit about the order and stuff. I'm pretty sure I was thinking, can I keep my economy setup for the next turn? Does it make sense to keep it for the next turn? And I decided, no, it's time to go. So now I decided to do the avalanche color because selling a mishmash here is kind of inefficient. Like you would have lost 400 stats. And I really don't mind extra avalanche spells. I can really use them in this comp. So yeah, you might notice this looks like you can do some powerful stuff, right? This Nomi looks unusually tasty. If you use avalanche on the Nomi, it lands an amalgam, and then Mishmash gets the stats. So suddenly this looks like a comp, right? But it wasn't looking like this comp some time ago. And that is a setup. That's what I've been waiting for and building towards. So now it's time to cash out. Gonna roll a little bit first. I'm not really sure what I'm rolling for here. I mean, you don't really need anything anymore from this position. From this position, comp is complete. Avalanche the Nomi, buff the Mishmash first. Now, if you avalanche this Mishmash, Lantern Lava gives you a golden Mishmash. And what that means is that you can do the same next turn. Avalanche the Mishmash, make it golden. It's a small golden Mishmash. But if I avalanche the big Mishmash next turn, my small Mishmash suddenly becomes a 6000 Mishmash. And then I can keep bouncing around. And that scaling is incredible. There aren't many comps that can beat the scaling. And there is also another amalgam hiding in my hand. If you're wondering what that is for, if you avalanche the amalgam onto another amalgam, you actually will gain free stats. Like it's free real estate. Like you just play the small amalgam, you eat big amalgam onto small amalgam, and you just print stats on Mishmash. Like literally free real estate. So yeah, I picked up a Dakari, because I will just get more avalanches and I will eat the shop minions now. Like you can keep juggling, of course I'm gonna keep juggling the Mishmash, but you can also eat some of the shop, which is totally fine to do. Like just eat some 200, it's fine. It's not really the point of the comp, like it's not an important activity to be doing, it's more important to keep juggling Mishmash, but still not bad. I can see that my opponent got the Pyramid Buddy, which looks interesting, but my board space is not infinite. Like this Pyramid Buddy doesn't really do that much, because I don't have great board space. And yeah, as you can see, my opponent, which was Rat King, actually died. But I would normally concede this game, but they wanted to like watch the rest of it, what I'm gonna cook up. So yeah, the point of that game was to beat the Rat King. We've done it, but they wanted to see like the continuation, the juggle. My Mishmash is already at 7000. The scaling is super fast. So yeah, just avalanche the random elementals into the amalgam. Doesn't really matter, just a side activity to be doing. Skip that Mutinous, cause I kinda need to just buy elementals. The Mutinous doesn't really do much for me. And now here comes the play. Look, play the amalgam, and bounce the big one into a small one. And suddenly, that's a lot of free stats. One of my Mishmash is 14,000, and another one is 22,000. And I'm pretty sure at this point, they just said, okay, enough. You can concede and we go next one. So yeah, I lost a round after that, but I still managed to beat 5 of the CN players, so that is amazing. So yeah, that was a little fun event this Sunday. And I also want to use this moment to tell you that we're actually getting a new season. So the next YouTube video will likely be of the new season. We're getting a new mechanic, which is called Time Warp. You can see more of it in the patch notes, I believe. Because it's kind of hard to explain. It's like a bonus shop. So turn 6 or 9, you will get a bonus shop. And then there's like a bonus currency that you can use to buy special units. Pretty excited about that. Definitely gonna play a lot in the beginning. See if it's an exciting season. I feel like this season was kind of okay, but some anomalies I really disliked. Like some of the like random anomalies. Sometimes you get like anomaly that says you discover a golden tier 5. And then some people get golden brown and other people get trash, and it's like kind of not balanced. But overall, I think it was a fun season. But yeah, really cool game. I don't know what turn it is because the tracker is disabled, but I think it's like turn 11-ish. So yeah, this comp is absolutely ridiculous. It was a lot of setup to make it happen, and I've never actually done it in this way, but here we are. So yeah, I concede that game because I beat the player I needed to beat, and the rest is not important. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, everybody.